Happy Tuesday. I hope you all had a phenomenal weekend. Be sure to let me know what you all did. Let me know how the weather is in your neck of the woods. It's a pretty gorgeous day today. There's not a cloud in the sky. The high is 61. It's going to be a good day. Beautiful day. I look like this, and you might hear some jingling in the background. That is Lenny. We moved yesterday. So right now, Lenny's with me. There's just a lot going on there at the house. So bear with me. I was told that our shower needed some caulking to dry, so I wasn't able to shower for you. So I am sorry I'm wearing a hat today. But if you are brand new here, welcome. You have jumped in on a really fun live stream today. My name is Rachel. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb, and the voice that you will hear is the one who is answering your comments and talking to me and changing the cameras and dropping links and doing all the things, and that is Miss Becca Oaks, and she's also an owner and craft educator here. And our number one goal is to get you inspired and to become a well-rounded crafter in whatever area of crafting you're passionate about. Today we're doing a little bit of cricketing, a little bit of sublimating. This is going to be a super cute gift idea, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So, hi, welcome. Becca's typing away. Good morning, everyone. We're going to be making, it's not in the title. The title is Cheap and Easy Cricut Gift Idea. And these are going to be like car air fresheners. They're super cute. Now you can use this for all types of different things. You can put these on your backpack, or you can have these as a keychain if you want to make them smaller. But right now we're going to make them with felt for a car air freshener that you can put essential oils on, which is great. So yeah. Oh, you're sweet, Christy. Listen, at least it's an Oak and Lamb hat,
right?
You know. At least. For years and years, I wore just a regular Nike hat just like this, and then Becca so graciously got an Oak and Lamb Nike hat, so I'm like, oh, yeah, so I wear this one.
Those are my favorite hats. They're like a golf hat. It's like a lightweight. Oh, I love them.
I wear these hats all the time, So let's talk about supplies. They'll be linked down below. This isn't going to be a long craft per se. Lenny, get out of the trash can.
You leave him alone.
He's trying to get into my breakfast scraps.
I've got him. You leave him alone.
Which I don't blame him. My breakfast was delicious today. I got Bojangles.
He's starving.
He's starving. Becca said, did you bring him any treats or anything? And I was like, no, I didn't. I'm not going to be here all day. Don't come for me. I'm going to be here for like 2 hours.
Also, dogs don't have to have treats all day. I'm just saying. They're fine.
Becca just has to pull my leg about something. So today she chose that. Love that idea. I always forget to use my oils. Maritza, I do too. I have quite a collection, and I always forget to use them. Sometimes I do like to diffuse them for smell, but I'm not really one that rubs them all over me or I'll go through phases. A couple months I'll be like, oh, that's it. I'm changing my life, and I put 7 on and really get into it, and then they just sit and get dusty.
I do the same thing, literally. I mean, I'm all about it, and everybody in my family's getting an oil for this or that, and then they just sit. But there is one oil I use all the time. Breathe Again.
Yeah.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Especially right now, our poor kids are all snotty.
I'm snotty too.
Yeah.
It's got to be the change of the weather.
It's out. Well, I mean, our pollen in East Tennessee right now is just hell.
You can blow a tree and it's just So we have some felt. It really doesn't matter what kind. Some that's easily cut with your Cricut is good. If you have a Cricut Explorer line of machines, you can use Cricut brand's paper thin felt, or Temu has some super, super thin, stiffer felt that I'm going to guess would cut like butter with a fine point blade. I do have the rotary blade here today. We're using a Benzie felt. Actually, we're probably going to use this felt to cut and use on the live today. This is from Temu. I didn't test this. I forgot we had it. Becca came and reminded me we had it. So I'll probably go ahead and cut this out today because we are sublimating today, which means you want to sublimate on a very, very light or white color. Now, especially because I did test this and the colors are not going to transfer super deep and super dark, and that's fine. So you do need to be mindful of the cut file that you choose as well for the colors to be nice and bold for you to be able to see. Unless you're going for a more subtle pastel type of look, that's totally fine.
Yeah, the darker colors you choose, the more vibrant you'll see it on the transfer.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have some felt for us. We have our Cricut Maker. Again, you can use your Explorer. We have a rotary blade, a strong grip mat, an easy press. I wish we had the 6x7 easy press. This is the only day I wish we had it because all the time we just use our mini. But we're going to be using this one today. We have an easy press mat. We have some little scissors here because you actually don't have to go through and let the Cricut cut this out if you don't want to. You can, and that's fine if you want precise lines or whatnot. But where you're going to be sublimating this, you can just hand cut around this and it'd be fine.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that for a second.
Okay, yeah.
We get comments a lot where people are using their Cricuts to cut sublimation sheets. Why? I want to know. I'm not being ugly, but I want to know. Like, why specifically would you want your Cricut to cut that instead of just hand cutting it?
Because it doesn't, it's not going to matter. If I have a jagged edge all the way around this, it's not going to sublimate that. It's only going to sublimate where the printer printed the ink at. So it really doesn't matter. You can do a hack job around this and it's still going to go really well as far as sublimating it goes. Now, sometimes I get that placement is easier if it's cut properly. I hope that makes sense because you do have to place it upside down and whatnot. So sometimes I do see that as being logical. Now, I will be cutting holes in these to add a little bit of jute. Becca hates jute. And some cute little natural wood beads, which took me about an hour to find in this studio because I put them here and I didn't remember that I put them here. I had nobody to call.
I would have sworn we didn't have any, to be honest.
I remember
where was the box though?
It was in the top drawer here.
I was
like, I'm going to put these in the box, so I'm going to set them here. So I knew when I got up this morning, I'm like, I don't need the beads. I don't need the jute. I don't need anything, I don't think. And then I came here and I'm like, if I threw those beads away, I'm going to be so mad. But I found them. So we have some little natural wood beads. You can paint them if you want to. I like them looking natural. We also have, just in case, some heat-resistant tape. We might want to tape this down before we sublimate it. Or put the heat on it to sublimate it. I am going to be puncturing a hole to add my jute and my wood rounds. I tested using this hole punch on felt and it actually worked.
What kind of hole punch is it, Rachel?
Becca's finally getting me back. This is a deep throat hole punch. Can I please say that once? Is that the...
Stacy may want you to say it twice.
Stacy, deep throat hole punch. That's the only other time I'm saying it. Why on earth would you name it that?
I still don't know.
Me,
it's weird.
But I can't.
Totally unrelated. Christy just dropped a bomb.
What?
Which, welcome everyone, Christy. This is our new member, Sparkle Dumpster. No, her schedule changed so she can be live with us. I'm super excited. I said her presence has been so missed. I see her updates, like her fun running updates and things on Facebook, and miss her so much. So I'm glad she's here. Anyway, she said, sorry, this is off topic. Becca, I just started the Illustrator course that I bought on launch day, which was, I think, back in September, if I remember correctly. I'm so behind on my life. She said, it's a game changer. That makes me so happy. Yes. Thank you so much for saying that.
It's a wonderful course if you guys are interested.
Yeah,
it's a great course.
I just answered an email before this. Someone emailed in wanting to know if they could purchase the Illustrator course without being a flock member. And yes, you absolutely can. If you want to be an Illustrator student, you can do that without being a flock member. So shoot me an email if you need more info on that. Or I can share the link if you're interested in learning how to make your own cut files. If you want to be a graphic designer, you can be.
Like Becca.
Yeah.
You want to be like Becca. I'm pretty sure that's it. Like, that's all.
Okay.
You're going to need your sublimation paper, your sublimation printer. We use A-sub paper. Our sublimation printer is an Epson that we have converted. I say we like I did anything. Becca converted it for us. Thank you, Becca. It's a great sublimation printer. We use it all the time. I already printed this out with no bleed and mirrored. I will go through all that design space. Did I print it once with bleed on unmirrored? I sure did, because why wouldn't I? I always waste an entire sheet. Look at Becca, you're doing a great job.
He's having fun.
Sure, okay. It didn't have Becca. Okay, I do need the third camera, Becca.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Chrissy said, my friend is literally a professional designer at Vistaprint and has been trying to get Illustrator through my thick skull, and this course is the only thing that clicked for me. Chrissy, and Chrissy is very computer savvy, and like she's a smart person and she's very creative, and so this makes me feel really good about myself right now. Thank you, Chrissy. I love that you love this course.
It's a great course.
Okay, sharing your
Well, you can't. It's on.
Okay, you know what? Why don't you give them a little song and a dance with your hands, and I'll switch it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's this? How's this? Thank you. I hope I did you proud.
I think it's the most entertaining thing they've seen all day.
Well, you said song. I didn't really see
You didn't, but that's okay.
You could have taken that off my plate for me. Your opera's loud enough to where anybody could hear it.
I was going to say, the problem is I'm not mic'd up, and
oh, they could hear
I'm not ready for that.
Oh, you're not.
I haven't warmed up.
Oh, okay. So the one that I've pre-made today is this cutie right here that says "Be Kind." I think it's absolutely adorable, and this is what we're going to be recreating today. But I wanted to pop in some other. I had those grouped. I wanted to pop in some other options that I found in our sweet heaven.
Does that not drive you crazy?
I hate it, Becca.
It's odd. If you don't know what I'm talking about, for whatever reason, if you import a file into the canvas, it automatically unlocks the size lock ratio for some reason. It drives me crazy.
So you want to use PNGs for this. If you got some cut files with some really bright, bold colors, that's going to go super well. Now, this one is an example of an SVG. He's fine. An SVG that you can convert to a PNG. So Becca usually has an SVG and PNG for all of the cut files. But if you wanted to make this in one of your car air fresheners or freshies or whatever you call it, all you have to do is select all of them and flatten it, and then you're good to go. Like, that's it. So if you have an SVG, it's super easy to go through there and make those work for you. But here's some, like this one has tie-dye. It's beautiful. Becca made this when Anna got her Jeep. So this would be great. And then something even super simple like this that says "Let's Go Girls" would be really nice. And this is just a simple SVG. So what you can do with something like this is change the color to something nice and bright, something like a deep blue or whatever. And then you'll take an offset and just make your offset a bit thicker than you normally would. Like that. And then you're good to go to make this. Make sure that you take this and flatten that, and then, you'll be good to go. The possibilities are really endless with stuff like that. But again, this is the one we're making today. Something like this, you would go through same way. Go ahead and grab an offset and make an offset. And then your offset, the back layer, you would cut out of your file, and this you would print out of Sublimation. So again, size them. Get the cut files you want. I made mine in total 3.75 inches. Now this is going to be a decent sized car air freshener. It's going to hang on your rear view mirror. So yeah, I like that size personally. Make yours bigger, make yours smaller. If you're going to make a keychain or a bag tag or something like that, change the size up. But this is what I like here. So I'm going to click make it. And I got to do a couple things here. So up here you can see the mat's huge. For whatever reason, it auto saves that material size. So I have to go in here and click 8.5 by 11. And then if you wanted to make 2, you can just click apply and go ahead and have 2 ready to go. And now what you need to do as well is mirror this. Now you're mirroring it because this is sublimation. So you're going to be placing this upside down in order to heat it, which also, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and raise the temperature of my Easy Press. What is it, Becca? 400?
400 degrees.
Yeah. I'm going to let that heat up because that's going to take forever. Sorry about that little sidetrack there. So make sure you're mirroring any and all sublimation designs that you're doing. Now I'm going to click continue, and here's our bases. So here's just the super simple little bases here. And then there's our printables. Super simple. Click continue. It's going to connect to our machine. And so the only thing we're cutting, because we're not going to cut these out, we're just going to print them. So we're going to click send to printer, print these out, and I'll show you what to do here. So you're going to turn bleed off. You do not want bleed because bleed is going to spread that ink around. And because this is not going to be cut, you don't want that ink to be spread around at all. So turn that off. Now you're going to click Use System Dialog. That way, whenever you click print, if you go under here, it should pop up. You'll see all these options. You want to take your quality from normal to best. That's going to give you the most best ink quality. And then feed it from the rear tray because that's where I'm going to load my sheets of paper. Now we've already done that, so you don't have to see any of that. Already done. And we're not going to cut this, and we're going to cut these bases out. So once you have that printed out, go ahead and cut your bases out. We're going to use this felt that we got from Temu, and I'm going to click felt wool fabric. And pressure's on default, and you can see here it wants you to load your fine point blade. I'm cutting out the middleman. I could probably try it with a fine point blade, and I might later if this goes well, but I'm going to go with the foolproof thing right now, which is to use my rotary blade. So how do you do that when you have your material already set and it says fine point? If you go here at number 2, it says Edit Tools. You can go there, and right here is your options. You can just click Rotary Blade. Now, of course, you're not going to have this option if you have an Explorer Series machine. You'll just have to make do with your fine point blade, which I'm sure will be fine. But yeah, that's it in Design Space. It's that easy. Super simple.
Sweet.
Super simple. Do I need to do another? Okay, just making sure. I mean, I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. Okay. Now I'm trying to find the stickiest part of my mat, which is up here, but that's not a very good part because everything's going to be in the top corner. So I'm going to place this down on my mat. This is good and see-through.
It is.
Thanks, Temu.
Yeah.
And braid this down. You really want a good sticky mat for felt. You don't want your felt coming up on you. And we're going to load this into our machine. I have the rotary blade already installed. I did test cut this. I know. I bet you're impressed. I didn't test cut this material.
No, but
I test cut Benzie. But if Benzie's going to cut well, this is going to cut well.
I used it on that 5-minute Cricut video.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
If you guys haven't seen that, it's a good video.
It's a good video.
I'm going to click go or start or whatever Cricut wants me to call that button that I want to say is the Cricut button because it had a Cricut.
The flashing Cricut button. Why could it not be? Hey, maybe we should put a vinyl decal on ours and it will still be the flashing Cricut button.
Mm-hmm. Everybody be like, you're saying it wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Stay out of the
Micah has a question. She said, off topic, but I'm trying to make a shadow box for my mom for Mother's Day and my Cricut is only cutting all the way through one side. What should I do? I tried cleaning the blade too with foil. I'm using Recollections cardstock. So what do you mean it's only cutting through all? Cricut is only cutting all the way through one side. So like on the left side of the graphic, it's only cutting all the way through. Is that what you're saying? Let us know.
I'm trying to think about how that could be. Yeah, let us know. Sorry, I'm having some problems. As a visual learner, sometimes it's so hard for me to hear an issue, and I'm like,
especially if I'm reading it to you and you're not reading it.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too. This sucker's heating up. It takes forever to heat up. I hope we don't blow a breaker, which is very likely.
Do we have a Benzie felt link? Maritza, we do not have an affiliate link for Benzie. We just love it so much we promote it. We need to see if there is an affiliate program because, I mean, it says something about a company and a product if you're willing to promote it, even if you get no money, though. I have to say that. Like, we love Benzie felt.
Yes. Now, this is a good time for you to check how it's cut. Mm-hmm. So don't unload the mat. Take it from me. Do not unload the mat. Now, it looks decent from here, but what I'm going to do is take a corner and peel it up. And it actually didn't cut phenomenal.
That's interesting.
With the rotary blade.
It cut perfectly for me last time.
So what you can do is, since I didn't unload it, you can click that start button, not the flashing button, because the flashing button will be your unload button. So you can ignore that flashing button and actually click the start button again, and it will re-cut out your layer here. Now, the reason why it's important not to unload it is because as soon as you unload it and you're like, oh, it didn't cut, and you want to load it back in, you're not going to load your mat the same millimeter that it was last time. So it's going to cut a little bit off unless you don't unload it. I hope that made sense. So we'll go ahead and let that cut a second time.
Okay.
And now, yes.
Micah answered.
Perfect.
She says, yes, it's only going through on the left side and the right side just looks like it's been scored. I changed the mat and I even added more pressure and then I changed my blade to deep point and it's still not cutting all the way through with my flowers. That's very interesting. It makes me think that it's a machine issue and has nothing to do with the actual blade or the mat or anything. Have you updated firmware recently? If so, then I would call Cricut and see what they have to say about it because that's not a normal machine. Like that's not how it.
No, it doesn't perform that way. Yeah. It looks like I have sideburns because I do. Anna pushed my haircut back. Thanks a lot, Anna. I'm kidding. She basically put my house together last night, so she can do what she wants. It was today.
Oh.
It's okay. I can go one more day with this hair. Yeah. I'm looking like a...
Charlie's room did look really cute last night. So cute.
Literally. It was like an hour, and Anna was like, what can I do? Tell me how I can help. I was like, work on Charlie's room. She goes, okay, what do you want? I was like, whatever you want. And she was like, and then let me tell you, an hour later, I walked in there and almost died.
It was like premeditated. She had thought it out and never seen the stuff.
And here's the thing, too. I'm a visual person, so I pictured in my head where I wanted the big furniture. She put it in the exact spot I would have put the big furniture, but I'll have to post some pictures.
That's so funny.
So cute. So cute.
Micah, that might be part of the problem. I also run beta versions because I love it, but sometimes they are faulty. So you may want to uninstall your beta version and install just the regular, or completely delete Cricut Design Space and reinstall it and see if that helps. I'm not sure. I still think it would be a firmware issue actually on the machine instead of just the operating system, but I could be wrong.
That cut like butter the second time.
Good.
Which is great. So I got those cut. I'm going to cut around these, or I'll just do one and we'll just see how it goes. Now I'm going to get kind of close-ish to my ink because I want to be able to place this down in the center. I'm going to try not to touch it with my sweaty hands. Going back to my infusible ink days, you remember all the warnings to never touch infusible ink?
Yeah.
Literally warning me not to touch something.
You would wear like white gloves, white cotton gloves.
I did. I had to buy white cotton gloves. Tanner was like, bless your heart, Rachel. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Okay. Let me go ahead and cut this one out.
So just because we're already talking about it, Jenny and Trisha both mentioned that they had the same issue. And it was the blade door was hanging out on the bottom, is what Trisha said. And then Jenny was having issues with the clamp. So, yeah. Check that stuff. See, this is why I love this community, though. Because I've personally never had the issue with cutting. So I can give you, like, what I think or what I would check, but can't really give you a, this is what worked for me.
First-hand experience.
Yeah, I love that. Love our community.
Now, again, this does not have to be pretty. I don't know if I would waste time cutting this out with my Cricut, to be honest. I mean, you can if you, again, whatever. You can if you want to. It really doesn't matter.
I would like to point out no one answered me about that, which leads me to believe that
everyone's
of them
doing
think, everyone's just hand cutting it.
Yeah.
Well, for one, if I'm doing sublimation, I don't even do it in Design Space unless I am going to be cutting out like a blank or something to go with it, similar to what Rachel's doing, only because generally when I'm doing sublimation, it's so big that it's easier to print out of Design Space or something like that because you can print, or it's easier to print out of Illustrator or Canva or something like that because you can print so much larger.
So I'm placing this down as best I can in the center. And then I think I'm going to get some tape here. Just tape a couple of sections down. And when I mean tape down, I'm literally going to do this. You know?
Yeah.
Like whatever. This is heat resistant tape on an easy press mat. Like, you know. Tape it down like this. It really doesn't matter.
Can
so,
I
like, that's enough. Please?
I think that this felt is so thin it's going to go through to the... And it's fine because if you look to the right, this is our sublimation mat.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So if you
were pick that one.
Also using this, maybe you should just have a designated sublimation mat.
I think this is going to be crooked. This is my least... I'm the worst.
Is it backward, Rachel?
I didn't think so.
I don't know.
No, because the B right here and the D is
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Curved. Good question though.
Yeah. Yeah, Kat and Stacey say the same thing. They do all their sublimation in Illustrator.
Okay. This looks good to me. I'm not going to use a Teflon sheet. I'm not going to use anything like that. It kind of obstructs the heat every now and again. I'm just gonna place it on here. My timer's at 60 seconds. That feels like a long time to me.
That's what I do for fabrics.
So that's placed pretty decently. I'm going to press this down. Once again, this is not going to be the brightest, boldest color, honestly, probably. So we'll see what we're left with here after 60 seconds.
You could be surprised.
I could be shocked. Oh, that's true because I tested Benzie felt. I didn't test this.
And it was a green color instead of white.
It's true, Becca.
Yeah.
I'm smelling.
Well, I was going to say 60 seconds on a Benzie felt or a Temu felt, it may shoot up in flames. I've the fire extinguisher really handy.
I've tried to burn things before, if you guys remember years ago. Oh gosh. Oh sweet Lord.
Is it the paper or the felt? How many more seconds do you have?
10. I think I should.
No, put it back down.
Hang on, I gotta make up the time. 1, 2, 3.
That's probably good. Is it like brown?
I burned the mat.
How? Again, I don't know if it's the paper or the felt. There's not enough of the felt showing. Is it like stuck to it?
Oh, it's cute though.
Is it? Okay.
Okay, hear me out. I think the stiff felt has a tiny layer of something's like sprayed on it.
It has to be a polyester to keep it thick. Yeah.
I'm not tight. Hang on. Okay, it's not hot.
That looks so really good. It's really good.
Oh my god.
Okay. Did it go through to the...
No.
That's shocking.
That's adorable.
Okay. I'm impressed.
This is super, super cute.
Go cheap Temu felt.
Right? I'm so impressed.
Wow.
Let me find that. Never mind. I won't find that.
The green one?
Yeah.
You want me to look for it?
Nah. Becca, I asked you to do a lot, but digging through oh, here it is.
You know I don't care. Did you do it for 60 seconds?
No, I just want to see if it would even sublimate. So this is not a good test of.
Okay, so are you going to do it on the green so they can see the difference?
Yeah, why not?
Do you already have it cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it right now. It's not going to top that.
There's
Look
no
at
way.
that.
No. But.
Okay. Now this is Benzie. I thought this color was super cute because it is super cute. Becca bought it in I think a color palette.
Oh, for sure. I don't buy things individually.
I thought that was gonna burn up.
Amy, I don't know if felt is polyester. We just tried it out.
No, I looked it up. Most felt are polyester.
Okay.
Okay. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Kat, I refuse to use Temu felt. Benzie all the way. Kat, right? We didn't have any white Benzie felt though. Can you even like believe that? No white Benzie felt. There is a white felt back there and I don't know where it's from. It must be from Hobby Lobby.
This?
No, the one on top.
This?
Yeah.
That's Temu.
No,
I just used
hold
that.
on.
This one? Yeah. This is Hobby Lobby. Yeah, one of those really cheap, like 33-cent sheets that don't cut, worth of crap.
Yeah, the good felt is usually wool. You're right, Megan.
Wool.
You could applicate.
I'm way too impressed with this.
I'm really, yeah, and I like how stiff it is for
Me too.
as an air freshener.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because the Benzie felt is so wobbly, it's not really like. I guess you could glue it to something to make it stiffer.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel this one's gonna be?
I don't know.
You can always tell by how good the color has come through. Is it just as good?
It's horrible.
Because
Are you ready?
Well, it's a wool
Are you
felt.
overhead?
It's a wool felt, yeah. All right.
What?
That's worse than the test one.
What? Look at this.
Again. Okay. This is the Benzie felt is wool. It is a green color as It's more vibrant on that than it is on the felt.
It is, look.
Oh, that's so funny.
What?
Okay,
That's
so
hilarious.
again, for those of you who are not all that familiar with sublimation, when you are sublimating, you need to use a high polyester count material.
Yeah.
The Benzie felt is a wool material. It's wool based, and you also need to get a material that is light in color. So the green is obviously light in color, but it is not going to be as vibrant as a true white. So think about all those things. Rachel, I'm kind
Is this
of
not
blown away.
hilarious?
Like, I knew the white would
That's
be better.
gorgeous,
It is
though.
beautiful. It's a really cute file. If you want that file, you can get that file if you're a Flock member.
Well, we're actually having a sale right now.
We're having a sale.
If you want to be a Flock member and get cut files like this and over 1,000 more, you can do that. You can use the code 20OFF, 20OFF, and get $20 off your membership, not just this year, but every year consecutively that you want to stay a member with us, which is not a sale we run very often. So grab that today. We have trainings for Cricut beginners as well as member-only content like training videos and podcasts. We have such great things in the works. We have merch. Oh gosh, we have so much on the membership. Go check it out. Ask any questions that you have. Member-only Facebook group is most of our members' absolute favorite perk, just because it's a great community of people which you can just kind of flock together, pun intended, and ask questions, post pictures, all that good stuff.
They want to see if the subbing will come off.
Of the green one? Oh, of that. Oh, are we going to ruin her?
No.
Hang on, let me get a glove. Y'all are insane. Y'all are insane. I still think they gave us shampoo. No, it ain't freaking coming off. I could have told you that without ruining a $30 mat.
It's not going to be ruined. Oh my gosh. This stuff is
Useless.
honestly. Dear Lord.
Nothing.
Well, that's disappointing.
At least it just smells better than burnt crap now. Yeah.
There's nothing we can do with that. No, we didn't throw it away. It was still on Rachel's desk. I'm not sure why. We don't throw much away here.
We should. We should, but we don't. Where in the world do you start at, bud? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's get out my hole punch. I want to do this nice in the middle. What are you doing?
You do your live, Rachel.
What are you doing? You're cracking me up. Try and get this in the middle, but again, this is kind of an imperfect cut file. Meaning it's meant to be that way, not meaning Becca made a mistake or anything. But like the hole punch does a pretty good, look at that. Can you guys see? The hole punch does a pretty good job at that.
That was shocking.
Type of felt, I know. Because you can have the Cricut cut out little circles like that, but it doesn't do phenomenal at it. So just cut something a little out like that. I don't like that this is, shut up, curly. Becca, what? The HE double hockey sticks. Can you guys? You're insane. Becca's over here doing some kind of witchcraft. Maybe using jute was a bad idea. Said no one ever.
What?
Huh? I'm sorry? Are you going to tell me what you're doing yet? Oh my Lord. You have this on the wrong camera. They want to see what you're doing. Guys. I'm convinced it's shampoo. Uh-oh. Why'd your phone go off? Did your phone die? What? Went off and came back on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I got that hooked on there. Nice and cute. Nice and cute.
I look away from Lenny for 2 seconds and he gets that thing out again.
Yeah, he's a stinker like that. What the heck, Beck? It went off again. Okay, we're going to talk about a hack here in a second. I got to be quiet for a second. Bathroom baby needs assistance. Amy, why are you doing this to me? You know what it is. It's called a deep throat hole punch. And this is the third time I've said it now. So if you take a piece of, wow, this tape right here that I can't think of the name of. Becca doesn't want to help me with it either.
What?
What kind of tape is this?
Masking tape.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anna wants to know if the bird is also here.
No, the bird is at home. Anyways, masking tape. If you tape off your ends with masking tape, it helps the process along. Helps not to fray the ends too bad. I mean, this thing's going to be adorable. And then you can put your little smell good stuff on it. Okay, now we're going to tie a cute little knot up here so our little beads don't fall off. Just like that. Then cut that off. We're done.
Look how cute.
Wow, Becca. Steal my thunder, why don't you? So you just tie this on
that's
your...
terrible. Why would you ever make that?
Thank you. That's much better. That's what I would think about when I think of you and your sport. Especially because it's with jute. But add your little essential oils on here. Tie this around anything, a backpack. You can make it smaller as a little keychain. Yeah. Isn't it cute?
It's cute. I'm happy that we tried out the different felts.
Becca.
It's a good test.
It would have almost been a project fail.
It would have been a project fail.
But this is adorable.
It turned out.
So grab
cute.
your favorite essential oil, a couple drops on here. Your car will be smelling great. Yeah, super cute. Any questions, class? Let me know. Let me know.
We have another felt project coming up on Thursday too.
It was a
This is
felt week. We decided to have a felt week.
We're gonna sew with felt, and I can't decide if I'm gonna cut with the Explorer or the Maker. Like, I don't know. It may be a whole thing. It's gonna be fun though. And then, will the sub ink run if sprayed with room spray? Probably not, because it doesn't run when you wear clothing and wash it. Great question though.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is adorable. One bead painted a fun color would be cute too. Depends on your vibe that you're going for.
Or all the different colors.
Or all the different colors. She cute. She cute.
That is cute.
I love a good felt wig. Me too, Chrissy. Love this. Can't wait to try it. Took me honestly, you could make this in 5 minutes if you really wanted to.
I still smell it though. It could be the matte I burnt a little bit.
No.
That's true. That's
Chris,
true.
It won't run if you rub it with shampoo.
That's true.
I swear if you smelled it, if you had your eyes closed, anybody, and you smell this stuff, you'd be like, I smell shampoo. Swear.
It does smell good.
It does smell
almost
good.
want to wash my hair with it. I got to be honest.
That would terrify me.
Yeah, well,
Let's not.
especially
unless
my
you wanna
highly
have another
dyed hair.
pixie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some Glowforge projects. Chrissy. Yes, we haven't done a Glowforge project in a while.
It's true.
I like it.
That is true.
I'll get it on the books. Actually, if I remember correctly, there may be some Glowforge projects on our idea list. We've started utilizing Asana. We've talked about this before, right?
Yeah.
We've actually started using it. We had a planning day the other day. And put some cute ideas on there. I'm really excited about some of them.
I agree. Same. Lenny, whatever you're eating, quit. I love bringing your dog to work day. It's great.
Leave him alone. He's fine.
I have no complaints. I could complain. Everybody can find something to complain about. I'm the happiest I've ever been, so.
He's making himself at home over there.
He is making himself at home. We have several new laser owners. Listen, the Glowforge is capable of so much. I love the Glowforge. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you're brand new and you're on the fence about membership, let me know how I can get you to jump off that fence. It's not just cricketing we do around here. We're sewing. We do a lot of sublimation. We do woodworking, different types of home decor. We have dabbled in UV resin, and I've made a candle before. We've done screen printing, everything. We do everything here at Oak and Lamb because all we want to do is to make you guys well-rounded crafters and confident crafters and inspire you, because for most of us, life is stressful and crafting is a way to de-stress, and you don't want to get overwhelmed or lose confidence or not be confident at all whenever you're trying to de-stress. So that's why we can equip you with the knowledge and the power to be able to craft and just kind of melt some stress away from the week, because, you know, that's very important for everybody to do. And Becca and I are very blessed that our work is stress release. So, yep.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's get their input on this. Rachel and I are really excited. We're going to be doing a couple of classes with the Boys and Girls Club around here, and are thinking that this might be something that we...
Like Cricut training classes.
Yeah.
Like the staff want to know how to use the machines for different things. And we're not advertising anything like that.
No, they've
just
contacted
knew us
us.
around town and wanted to contact us to do it. And me and Becca have such a passion to
We've
teach.
had 4 different organizations contact us in the last probably 2 months to do this. And so we're like, you know, we'd love to do this. This is something that we might do. And what I want to know is, what are some of the most useful, eye-opening things that you think we should teach to a brand new cricketer? Now, we're going to do all the normal things like you would see in our O&L Cricket Academy course. Which, by the way, if you're a brand new cricketer and you don't have access to us for a 2-hour one-on-one, you kind of do, because we do have the O&L Cricket Academy in our membership for free.
Yep.
But as Cricut users, what are things, like, we want to make sure that we're teaching the most valuable things and the most eye-opening, most useful things. So what are things that you've learned along the way that, and you don't have to answer me now, you can email me or post it in the private Facebook group or whatever, but we're really excited about this. I think it's going to be really neat. And I think depending on how this goes, we'll develop some sort of like curriculum type something and have like a standard lesson that we would just share with people. I think it would be really neat. And honestly, it could be something that we did virtually for people too later on, if we wanted to offer that as a little add-on.
Absolutely.
For one-on-one attention.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Let us know.
Let us know. Thanks, as always, for all your input and everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if there's no questions or anything you guys want to talk about, we'll head on out of here. I had a great live today. Thanks for being with me and crafting it up with me and Becca. If you enjoy this gal time that we have a couple days a week, you would love the membership. So join today. $20 off if you want that. Click the link down below. Grab your membership. We can't wait for you to become a member of our flock. As we grow, as we add things to the membership, we're only more excited to onboard new members. So we thank you for your time. Yes.
Truly blessed. I want to, but I enjoy card making to spread love and hope. Will joining be good for someone like me?
Oh gosh, yes.
We do
Absolutely.
card videos all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cards are something that we do a lot of in many, many different ways. And a lot of the other types of projects we can do, especially paper projects that we can do, you can integrate those trainings and teachings and techniques into your cards in the future, which is great. But I guarantee if you join the membership and you dive in and you see the Facebook group, you'll be inspired to make a lot more than just cards as well. But, yeah. No more food conversations. Miss those the most. Melissa, here's the problem, okay? Whenever me and Becca talk about food, we then starve ourselves to death. To death. We're starved after we talk about food with you all. So sometimes we don't talk about food, but trust me, food is always on my brain. You don't have to worry about that.
Great question. Have you announced the giveaway winners yet for the membership? So they were emailed. Giveaway winners were emailed a fun little coupon code so that they can redeem that for their membership. Thank you for asking that. Chrissy says, I've used O&L files in cards, decor, and scrapbooks. Yes. There are some great card makers in the member group too. Lots of inspiration. Amy, you are absolutely right. Some of the cards that you all make are like mind-blowing to me.
I know.
And then Shauna, my word, makes them for all of the Camp with the Flock members, like every single special occasion. I'm like, good grief. She's put some hours in these, and they're beautiful cards.
Yes.
Yeah. We love our community. You all are phenomenal.
We have the best community in the world. We're the luckiest people ever. So lucky. Yeah. I want to expand my card making skills. It's so fun. Yeah, I used to hate paper crafting. I still don't love paper crafting because I'm not a delicate person. I'm a rough person. I don't like dainty little things. Becca's way more equipped to do that than I am. And all I do is sit back in awe at your all's cards and the delicate nature that you have to, like I see some of these and I'm like, I don't even know how you didn't rip this to shreds.
I think that's important to kind of talk about for a minute too. Like, I feel like, yes, we do a lot of variety of different crafts here, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do them. Doesn't mean that you have to like them. And it doesn't mean that I have to like the projects that Rachel does and vice versa. Like, I think that it's cool to have your hand in everything, but there are things that you're specifically interested in and specifically good at that you should like hone those skills and master them and figure out, I don't know, different ways to do different things or fun new ways to make cards that no one's ever done. So I love that. I love that about crafting.
I think it's also different saying I've tried it and don't like it than I just know I'm not going to like it. You do not know that.
No, Rachel hated felt when I started working with her.
Because I wasn't using the right felt.
Yeah.
You weren't using, I hate saying this because it's a little bit controversial. Most of the time, I'm going to say 70% of the time, if you have a craft fail, most of the time it's you. Something about you. You don't have all the information. You don't have all the supplies you need. You don't have the time to dedicate properly to it. You don't have the know-how.
I haven't tested it.
So most people will just be like, I hate that craft. I'm never making that again. What was the problem? Was it you? Was it you didn't have enough time carved out for it? Was it you didn't have the right knowledge? You didn't go deep diving into how to do it. You have to try something and give it your all to make sure you don't like it. You'll never figure out what you want to do and what you're passionate about doing unless you figure out what you don't want to do and what you're not passionate about doing. There's a lot to be said about a crafter who tries every single area of crafting. They're going to be the ones that are the most well-rounded, the most well-equipped to handle project fails because they've been through a lot. And it's not like, well, I don't really like that. It's, I don't like that. I do like that,
Well, and in that retrospect, like, I feel like if you're wanting to make a business out of crafting, it's really good to try everything because you don't want to be stuck. First of all, if you're making a business crafting, you shouldn't have your hand in every single thing.
No.
You're offering way too much. You're stretching yourself thin. You can't offer good quality everything.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's like if you go to a restaurant and the menu's like 10 pages long, you're like, this is all going to be mediocre food.
Except for Cheesecake Factory. I'm sorry, their menu's insane, but it's all good.
It's all so good.
Anyway.
There's your food talk.
Yeah. I feel like trying all the crafts is smart and then find what you're most passionate about because you're going to be doing that 8 to 10 hours, 8 to 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
You may as well love it. So if you hate sublimation, don't offer sublimation. Find what you do love. If it's tumblers or just vinyl on shirts or
cards. Your passion is going to show in the projects that you make. It does. If you don't have a passion for something, you will see that.
It shows in how you photograph it. It shows in how you present it when you are posting
how you package it.
Yeah, if you're excited about what you are offering, then your
customer base will know it.
They'll know it. It's evident, and you're more likely to sell it.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Don't sell something you don't like. That's phony.
We're all about
I'm sorry,
passion
it's
here.
phony.
We're all
Yeah.
about passion. Do what
Yeah.
you love. Do what you're passionate about. It doesn't matter if no one else in the world is doing it. You will find your people who love and respect the craft that you create.
Yeah. Kat said, I've tried too many crafts. I keep coming across things and saying, I haven't done anything with this in a while. Kat, I mean, I'm the same way. I like to try so many different things, but
Yeah.
that's because I'm not selling them.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I kind of have to try everything. And I love that.
Yeah.
But sometimes a technique or something will come across and I'm like, you know what, Rachel, this is more you. Why don't you tackle it? And that's fine. That's fantastic.
We know each other very well to know that too. I mean, there's thing I'm like, Becky, you know I can't do this good. Or there'll be tasks that I'm just like, pluck, like I'll take that, or Becky will take one. I mean, if we show up and we have a passion, we're just gonna do it.
I also want to mention, Rachel had said, the temptation a lot of times if you try something and have a craft fail is to kind of just be like, I can't do that, or that's not for me, or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If someone else can do it, you can do it. Like, that's something my dad used to say to me. Well, yeah, such and such, this has been done before. Why can't you do it? And we've always sort of had that mentality. So if you have a craft fail, try it again.
Yeah.
Do some more research, do some more testing, try a different
If someone
technique.
can figure it out, you can figure it out.
You can do it.
You are a smart person.
Make sure. One thing that drives me crazy, we get comments on videos that are like, that didn't work for me, or blah, blah, blah. That doesn't come up. I'm like, okay, then you're doing it wrong. Clearly it has been done.
Yeah.
Clearly we got from point A to point B and had this great outcome. It's all right here. See where you messed up.
I was talking about that 70% is you. A lot of people are
Yeah.
trying to put the blame on products or other people, or
they just want to watch the very beginning when you say what you're doing and then get to the end and you're like, well, how did you get there? Well, watch the video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, love, encouragement. Yeah, that's, we're trying to like tough love it and encouragement at the same time, I think.
Yeah, because
we're really good at.
Just like life's not easy. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be a lot of hesitation and fear in trying new things, and you're going to fail. And it's just, it really teaches determination and drive to keep picking yourself back up and spending the time and investing in yourself in that way. Just like in everything in life, you have to invest in it for you to see yourself change. So
well, and this is actually, show of hands, how many of you all here sell your products versus how many of you just do it as a hobby? I think it's kind of like a mix for me. I'll go through periods where I'll sell stuff. Most of the time it's just a hobby, but like I'm selling it right now to you all. So that's interesting. Like it's a different aspect of making money with crafting. I don't really know where I was going with that. Oh, the hobby. Like if it's a hobby, generally we do hobbies because we find them, that hobbies and things that we like give us life. They rejuvenate us. They help de-stress us and things like that. And so if we're having craft fail after craft fail, that's not very life-giving. It's not very rejuvenating. It's not very relaxing. It's not something we're going to love. So, it's important to be able to pick yourself up from those craft fails and from the fail in general and be able to retry it. And that's one thing about this community though. That's why community is so valuable. Community in crafting is so valuable because we encourage each other. We help each other troubleshoot. We, no, that's not how I would do this, that type of thing. But it's always in such a positive, respectful manner. Like I have never looked at a comment in our private Facebook group and thought they need to pull it back.
No.
Those reins need to be pulled in.
We're not monitoring. We're not hovering and like deleting.
We've never
them so you
had to
can
monitor
see it.
comments.
You guys make the membership incredible. You do.
So yeah, it's this community is phenomenal. For nothing else, even if we didn't have the courses, even if we didn't have the videos, the member only podcast, the cut files and all of that stuff, I personally would pay for the community. It's like paying for your BFFs, but
it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, people have made lifelong friends here at Oak and Lemon. That means the world to us. It really does. But I mean, we're more than a digital cut file membership. You know, we're a lot more here. We have passion for what we do, and we know that you guys can see that. So if you can and you want to join today, it'd be great. But
I feel like we have a good mix here.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Sandy says, I assume it's Sandy. It's George and Sandy. Hobby, but scared to take the plunge into selling. Why are you scared, Sandy? Let us know.
I would be scared.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
but
to-
I want to help you.
You have
And
to find somewhere to sell. You have to think about shipping costs. You have to think about packing it and shipping it. You have to think
Photographing
about
it,
the labels
presenting
and
it.
I get writing
Getting it
descriptions
out there.
for it, hoping that among the millions of sellers you'll be seen. I get it.
yeah, but I want to know
get it.
specifically what you're concerned about.
Let us know.
Because this is good content. Like this gets our wheels turning for things like this. I love it. I don't know. I haven't talked about this a whole lot, but Oak and Lamb originally was not a crafting channel. Oak and Lamb originally was a company that Anna and I made selling leather feather earrings. And it started out, Anna found a pair of earrings at this boutique and they were like $50 or $60, leather feather earrings, right? Everybody knows the trend. And she bought them. She liked them. She was like, I want some more of these, but I don't want to pay this price. So she started making them. So she was wearing them. She worked at a salon, was doing hair, and her clients would come in and say, those are amazing. Where'd you get them? She would say, I made them. And they would say, you need to sell them. So she started selling a little bit here and there. She would just post them on her private Facebook group to her members or to her friends, and they would buy them. So then it got to where she had so many that she was doing, she had to pull me in. So we ended up making this huge Facebook page with all, and we would get invited to like essential oil conventions and things like that. We made, I would say, $15,000 in the first year making leather feather earrings on the nights and weekends.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So like find what you're passionate. Now that was before, like, not a lot of people were doing leather feather earrings. It got to where a lot of people in the community were doing, but you could tell the difference. You could tell the difference. Like people were like, oh, those are not Oak and Lamb, or, and just the packaging. We did packaging well. It was nice. We made them
Good
super
quality
custom.
product, yeah.
Yeah. So like if you're passionate about something, go for it, man. My area is oversaturated with this type of selling. Anything I do is hobby only. Okay. So if your area is saturated with that and you want to sell, consider selling in like a online shopping type setting, that type of thing. If you don't want to sell, no pressure. I don't care if you sell or not.
Like specifics you can do, like if you can, with still making a profit, of course, make your prices a little bit lower than competitors, or make your product a little bit more high end than other competitors. So there's a couple things you can do to stand out and still be in the same crowd, if that makes sense.
Oh, Sandy, she says judgments and is it good enough? Sandy, I get this. I'm a type 1. I'm a perfectionist. I want everything. In my opinion, nothing is ever perfect enough that I make, which is hard. So I get it. I absolutely get it. Here's the thing. What we make is not for everyone. It could be the most perfect thing you've ever made in your entire life, and someone is going to find fault with it. Someone is not going to like it. It's not going to be someone's style. It doesn't matter. If you love what you're creating, other people will love it too. You just have to find the right audience and go with it. And here's the thing. Offer what you're offering and don't be ashamed by it. Here it is. This is this. I've put my heart and soul into it. There are going to be haters. We get hater comments all the time, and we get it. And most of the time, we're like, they're just having a bad day.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, yes, you're gonna have to grow some thick skin, and just realize that not everybody is the same, and that's fine, and that's what makes the world beautiful, and that's what is so beautiful about creativity and having these types of hobbies, is that everyone has different ideas and styles and things like that. So I go for it.
And here's the thing. Everything new is scary. Everything new is. You just have to take the leap, jump in. You will get comfortable. You will get, just like this. I mean, I never in a million years ever wanted to be in front of anybody, teaching anybody anything, but you get comfortable. You find a passion for it, you get comfortable, and that's just and it's just trial and error. You can't sit back and be scared to do something. If you know it's what's best for you and you know that it's going to bring you joy to get your products out there and sell your products, jump. Close your eyes and jump and just see what happens, honestly.
Craft shows are fickle. You can do great at one and not at the next one. So here's my thought on craft shows. Now this is going to be super controversial. We have a lot of members who do craft shows, and I'm happy for them. If that's what they want to do, that's great. I personally would not waste my time with craft shows because in all probability, what you're making is being made by so many other vendors. And so it's going to be difficult. Like, you're going to have to really stand out from everyone else in display, in customer service, in packaging, in items in general. Which is fine. I mean, do that. Like, work on it, really work on it. But I think it's easier to sell in a less saturated way, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on Etsy or whatever platform. Make your own website. Get into some boutiques, some local boutiques that aren't super saturated with handmade items and things like that. Get into a local coffee shop. One thing, my aunt-in-law, my husband's aunt, owns a real estate agency, and she just opened a branch here in the Lakeway area. And I was talking with them. They like to have pre-done baskets that have like the Greater Impact logo on them and a like welcome to Tennessee towel and a charcuterie board with welcome home and things like that.
So cute.
And then a customizable option so that like the basket is already there. I sell a house. I'm a real estate agent. I sell a house. I bring it back to me. I'm like, I bought that. Can you customize this with my name on it or my client's name or something like that? And then you sell the whole basket. Like, just things like that you can get plugged in with, you can make money off of, you can get your name out. So there's some ideas. We weren't planning to do this at all, but this is why I love Oak and Lamb and why I love live. This might be a good just title in itself.
Mm-hmm. So ask your questions.
Yeah.
After the live's over, pop them in the comments below. Let us know what types of things you'd like to hear in a video like this. Yeah. Yep. Well,
anywho, thanks for being here. Yeah.
It's super cute.
Someone asked if we'd already made the project. Yep.
Yep, we did. Thanks, though.
Then we had our TED Talk.
For being here, as always. Thursday, we have another little felt craft. It's going to be great. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Go outside, enjoy the weather, and we will see you here